So, guys, today we're going to analyze another detail in paranormal activity that, again, no one's talking about this. Hey everyone, I'm Alex, and this is Paranormality, a channel entirely dedicated to paranormal activity. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The point I want to discuss with you today is this. In Marked Ones, Marisol and Hector, while trying to save Jesse, went looking for Arturo, Oscar's brother. Arturo, in turn, shows them Oscar's room, and that's where we see the newspapers. And here's the thing. I always thought this room was Arturo's, but it's Oscar's. Even the Paranormal Activity fandom page confirms this. I'll leave the link in the description. Well, this explains why the room was isolated, because of Oscar's reclusive behavior. The same thing happened with Jesse. He also spent most of his time isolated in his room, doing cruel things to his own dog. But that's not the focus here. It's about the wall covered in newspaper clippings he made. Like, why did he do this? Was he losing control over Toby and exposing him? It's really contradictory. And why would the Coven be kidnapping children? The Coven, as far as we know, keeps the Marked Ones with their families until they're 18, and then they're integrated into the Coven. All right, guys, let's break it down. First question. Why did Oscar leave clues about what the Coven was doing? He even left the Coven's mark. Well, one theory I can come up with is that Oscar was trying to break free from Toby's control. That explains why he warned Jesse about what would happen to him, killed Anna, and tried to contact Ali Ray. Another theory is that Oscar might have been adopted and was searching for information about his past. That's why most of the missing children's names were Hispanic, even though we also see posters in multiple languages. That's right, guys. There are posters in English, German, French, Chinese, you name it. And there's this one which almost no one noticed. With this extremely important message they left in the movie because they knew the Paranormalidade channel in the future would talk about this scene. So, the production team already set it up so you could help the channel and contribute to letting more people like you discover this kind of unique content on all of YouTube. Now, the second question, why was the Coven kidnapping children? Well, one explanation could be that the Coven kidnapped some children because they feared they might disappear or die. And if that happened, the deal with Toby would be broken, and the consequences for the witches would be huge. So they'd just kidnap them and bring them into the Coven. And when I say children at risk of disappearing, I mean kids from broken homes or dangerous areas, like crime-ridden neighborhoods and such. This explains the urgency and why the police didn't suspect a connection between the cases, since many missing or runaway children fit that profile. Now, another theory explaining why the midwives were doing this is that all these children were born on the same day as Wyatt and Layla and were important, not because they were marked, but because of the ritual to give Toby a physical body. But I admit this theory doesn't hold up well, especially since the prophecy in Paranormal Activity. The ghost dimension mentions 2 born under the same moon, meaning only 2 were born on that day. But who's to say there couldn't be replacements? Now, another point against this theory is that the missing children's photos in Oscar's room are clearly of different ages. Well, guys, that's all I could come up with. Had you noticed any of these details before? Comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that's what keeps this channel going. See ya!